All right, you guys, let's watch the OTP. Amy Wells is going to sit down and have a talk with our franchise quarterback, Cameron Ward. Let's check this out. Let's go.
This is the OTP. I'm Amie Wells, and I am joined by the newest Tennessee Titan, your future quarterback, Mr. Cameron Ward. Cam, we are so happy to have you here. What has this day been like?
Well, it's been good. It's been a dream come true. It's been a blessing, and I'm just excited to get to work with my teammates.
Your road to the draft and to the Tennessee Titans was anything but straight. Throughout your career, from high school all the way through college, a lot of different stops, a lot of different obstacles that you had to overcome. Is there a stop along the way, whether it be coming out of high school, going to Incarnate Word, going to Washington State, going to Miami? Was there a stop that really influenced you or led you to this moment right now?
I would say UIW, my first school, who gave me the opportunity to play at the college level. And I just think that I learned a lot there from Coach Morris and Coach Lethwich, the staff that he had there. Is one of the first places where I was actually be able to make an impact on the game, throwing the football, where I started really learning more about offense. So I would say UIW made that play special for me.
You seem like a guy who throughout your career, you've just had to say, okay, watch me a lot of times. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I wouldn't say watch me. I would just say pause.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, why pause?
Because I got the controller.
Okay.
Wow.
So you like to be in control of.
He said pause because I got the controller. Oh my God. Oh my God, this guy is great. Oh my God, us Titans fans are so lucky to have this guy on our football team.
Of showing people what you are capable of doing.
Yes, ma'am.
That's interesting. That's an interesting way to approach it. Why is that control something that's so important to you?
Well, I just think the perception people put, not on myself, but quarterbacks in particular, when in reality they might not know the first thing about us, and so it's actually kind of crazy to me, in my opinion. But it's the position you want to be yourself in, especially as a little kid, want to be the face of a franchise, the face of organization, and just want to be a good teammate. So I'm happy to be in this position though.
You were consistently putting.
Bro, he's the right guy for the position. Like everything he says, every single thing he says, you guys, is spot on. It's like he's completely ready for this. He's had to grind for everything. He wasn't promised, he wasn't given a Ferrari when he was fucking 15. He didn't put on 100K worth of, diamonds, at his draft party. He didn't do none of that stuff. He just shows up and wants to be a winner, wants to be a Super Bowl champion, wants to play for his family and his team. This is crazy. We got a rare breed of a person, not even just a player, but a person, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Putting yourself in positions to have the game on your back, have the team on your back, make the big play when it matters. Why is that a time that is so exciting to you?
I just think just because all the hard work I put in, and then me also, just praying about it each and every day since I was a little kid, and then also just, wanting to, just be better than what I was the year before. It took a lot of hard work to get to where I was. Some bad days, also a lot of good days as well. And, I played with, some unbelievable teammates at all of my stops, even high school. And so I just think it all, helped me get to, this moment being a Tennessee Titan.
You come from a really athletic family. Dad was a football player, mom was a basketball coach. All of your sisters played sports. What's it like growing up in a household where everybody has something to do with sports?
It's good. It makes you a competitor, off rip, I would say. And
That's how I grew up. I have a little brother and an older brother, and we grew up playing with, friends like outside and back before the internet took over. And yeah, it's you always wanted to be better than not just your siblings but your friends and everything like that. And I feel like that's kind of a lost art nowadays. Like kids nowadays don't even barely play outside, let alone fucking are even putting out that competitiveness, that level of competitive, like that I saw growing up, and even before that. I don't think that means that the people are less competitive. Like you're not gonna find people competitive anymore. I just think you're gonna find not as many top dog competitors. But the Tennessee Titans found one, and his name's Cam Ward.
I'm just glad that it's been done deal for a while now that I'm the athlete in the house.
Are you the best athlete in the house, even if you asked everybody else?
They would say I am.
Would they?
Maybe I would say the only one who wouldn't say is probably Chantel, but everybody knows the truth. Who really is the best athlete in the house?
What could
You hear how confident he is? He's like, everybody knows I'm the best athlete in the house, except Chantel. She might say she is, but he's special, yo. I'm telling you, he's special. I think this is gonna be the guy. Like, if there's ever going to be a guy for the Tennessee Titans to take us and at least get us just get us one Super Bowl, it's gonna be him. It's gonna be Cameron Ward.
she beat you in?
Throwing a shot, put a discus. That's really it. She can't beat me in nothing else though. Not even close.
So this competitive nature that you have, does this come from your sisters? Does it come from your siblings competing all the way through life?
I think it comes from them, my parents, everybody. We canceled family game nights because we can't compete no more without fighting, and so we haven't had a game night probably about 4 or 5 years, and so it gets real competitive in our household. And if you're not competitive, you're not welcome.
You're all grown up now. Could you maybe bring it back, or no? It's
I
got to
don't
be canceled.
think it's coming back no time soon.
Do you think that there are values that instilled in you that are really positive, though, and maybe are why you're the leader that you are now?
I think so. Just
Of course.
I think it create just a relationship level, in my opinion. You just gotta, and I think it translates over to no matter what sport you play. Me specifically playing football, I think it connects me, with the locker room, my guys, especially, being around vets who's been in the league, for a couple of years. I'm excited to, get that going, get their perception
Ridley.
on everything they've been through. But I think it's helped me along the way.
One of your teammates
Bro, I can't wait to see him with Ridley. Ridley was open so many times this past season, and Will Levis just couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Calvin Ridley got 1,000 yards with 2 bum quarterbacks. Calvin Ridley's gonna explode this year. No Diddy.
said that you are an incredible leader, and he described it as you know how to demand greatness out of your teammates while still being a respectful
Talk to him.
teammate. That's
Talk
a
to
hard
him.
balance to find. How do you know when to push and when to let guys be?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. It's kind of like all in the moment to me. I never take anything to the locker room. I love cracking jokes with my guys, whether it's in the huddle or in the locker room. But on the football field, it's all business. And like to me, if I have to get in your ass a little bit, I'm willing to do it. And so I just think it's just it all comes with the territory of playing the quarterback position. But I love my teammates, and I think I've always had respect for those guys, and they always have respect for me.
This summer, SeatGeek has your ticket to the best live concerts in Nashville at Nissan.
That's crazy, bro. Like, this guy's so special. Like, he's just so special. Everything he says about, like, just football and everything in general, just, like, even life, just why he's competitive, how he's, how he always wants to be the best, what his upbringing was like his family, like, it's just crazy, bro. Like, levels. There's just levels, and we got one of those quarterbacks that's going to be on one of those levels.
How would you describe the things that you're able to do on the football field?
I think what I can do is different. I like to call myself a playmaking pocket passer. I can win from the pocket when I need to. I can scramble and make plays when I need to. Whether it's quick game, intermediate, or throwing the deep ball. I think I have all three of those in my bag. And I just think what I've got better at throughout my college career is playing more on time, and also, getting us into good run checks and helping the run game helps with the pass game. I learned down the back end of my career. And so I just think, me just playing in 3 different systems helped me, to this moment.
Oh, I like
Coach
that. I
Callahan,
like that.
who runs a similar offense than what I ran last year. A lot of concepts translate over. And so, it's an exciting time for me for sure. And I mean, I get to play with one of the best offensive minds for my first year, hopefully for more years to come. But, it's fun. And, come May 8th, I'll be ready to go.
Coach Callahan.
A lot of people will say, "Oh, you've been in this many offensive systems. That's not good." Or you were in this many. He looks at it like I've gotten the opportunity to see 3 different variations of minds, 3 different interpretations of football knowledge, from three different, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's he looks at it like that. It's broadened his perspective, and it's made him a better football player. So it's just like I said, every answer he says is just, there's nothing that could go wrong. It's crazy.
Was very complimentary of you and your brain, the way that you're able to process and kind of ingest an offense, the way you're able to diagnose a defense. Does that come from switching systems so much? You've learned how to kind of translate the different languages and put them all into something that makes sense in your head?
Yeah, it's come from that a lot, and I also think it's come from me getting a extraordinary amount of reps throughout college. Me playing 50 plus games has also helped my case.
Yes,
And once you do
experience.
something over and over, you're gonna consistently get better at it over time. And so I think that's helped me.
You've been called Houdini, where even if things are breaking down, you
Houdini.
can not only get out of trouble, but you can make something happen out of that play. How? How do you learn how to do something like that? Some of the things you do are bananas.
I would say just practicing it, honestly, putting your body in weird positions you don't think you're gonna throw the ball in. But my quarterback coach, he motivates me to do that stuff. He's one of the biggest reasons why I was selected this high in the
Okay.
draft. And I would say the thing I like about him, Daryl, is that he hasn't changed my game. He's only changed just my base and just my footwork to help me get to this level. But I would say my quarterback coach got a lot to do with that.
How important is it to
Wow.
work with somebody who doesn't change what is innately you? Like, how valuable has that been to your growth?
It's very important because at the end of the day, whether you're working with somebody, they're not the ones on the field. You're the one on the field. And so if they're trying to change your whole game to fit what they think you should be doing, it's not going to work out in the long run. You got to be able to know how to play. You got to be able to watch film and see how players are going to end up. And I just think, the more reps you get, like I got in my career, it's going to help you over time.
Here at the Tennessee Titans, you're going to be working with Brian Callahan, as you mentioned earlier, and he is known for working with great quarterbacks. What are you most looking forward to about that relationship?
I'm most looking forward to, I would have to say, just him teaching me more about football than what I already know. I'm behind the eight ball. It's a lot of people who's ahead of me right now, who's established themselves in the league, and so
I like that.
I gotta catch up in a short amount of time, and so I'm ready for that. He's also gonna challenge me every day. I'm excited for it. But I mean, I get one of the best play callers in the NFL, so I know it's gonna be all right.
Hey, Titans fans, with a Kroger Boost membership, you'll
I like that. I like that. He's open-minded and he's willing to learn. Like he knows he's behind the eight ball. He knows he's younger. He knows he's a rookie, but it doesn't mean he can't win right now.
Give you his number, essentially, tell you that you could wear number 1 for the Tennessee Titans. What did that moment mean
Yeah.
to you?
It really didn't mean a lot to me just from the number standpoint. It meant a lot, just because he took time out of his way to come and do that for me. So I'm grateful that he did that. I'm grateful for the organization, allowing me to, wear a number. But, I'm excited, to make plays for my teammates, for his organization. I'm excited to, get it going in the next couple weeks.
It's time for you to create your own legacy with the Tennessee Titans. Where do you start in creating something like that?
Getting the playbook,
Yeah.
watching film, and also learning my teammates' names.
Learning your teammates.
Getting the playbook, learning your teammates' names, and what did he say? Let me go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit.
Also learning my teammates' names.
Learning your team.
Playbook,
Yeah.
watching film.
Getting the playbook, watching film, and learning his teammates' names. Like, if you're a Texans fan, Jaguar fan, or Colts fan, and you're watching any of this, you're mad.
And also learning my
You're
teammates'
mad.
names.
Learning your teammates' names. How hard is that going to be? Are you a names person?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It actually is really hard, but once you see him every day, then it's easy. But I ain't see everybody yet, so that's the hard part though. But come about, I would say, after OTAs, once the vets get here, after rookie minicamp, then it'll be easy for me.
What are you hoping that people say about you in your rookie year when they watch you play?
He's somebody who wants to win, who's willing to do anything, put himself in the team in the best situation to, ultimately try to win the championship at, some point in his career.
Cam Ward, we are so excited that you're here. Welcome to the Tennessee Titans. For Amie.
Shout out to Amie for an amazing interview. I'm just very happy that he's our quarterback. Like I keep telling people all the time, like I don't think people really understand how special this kid's gonna be. Um, Again, he's already my favorite player in football, and he's never even taken one snap. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait to see what he does. I really can't. I'm excited, man. Shout out to the Tennessee Titans. Shout out to the Titans fans, man. If you guys like this video, man, make sure you guys leave a thumbs up. Make sure you guys hit that follow, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you're feeling generous, you want to help support the channel, Cash App, money sign, Titan Anderson. I love you guys. Until next time, tighten up. I'm out of here. Let's get it.